On this edition of Don Messer's Jubilee, Donald.
He was perhaps the most famous New Brunswicker ever. At his heyday in the 60s, Don Messer had the #1 television show in the country. It was bigger than Hockey Night in Canada. He was more popular than Pierre Trudeau. Don Messer was born in Tweedside, New Brunswick, and his music career began in the province. He was from a big family, the youngest of 10 siblings, and many of his relations still live here and fondly remember Uncle Don. Donna Nielsen is one of them. Her grandmother, now 97, was Don Messer's older sister. When Donna was a little girl, Uncle Don would come to visit.
I met him a couple of times when I was a child, and when he came to my grandmother's, and I don't think I was aware of who he was or how much he had actually accomplished in his life.
But when she grew older, it sunk in that her great-uncle was also a national treasure. Everybody knew what Don Messer had accomplished in his adult years, but few people knew what he was like growing up. Now the only one left is Donna's grandmother, who helped raise young Don after their mother died.
Well, my grandmother is the last sibling still alive, and whenever I visit her and she tells me anything about when she was a child or when they were children, I write it down. She talked about when they went to school and things he liked to eat and how he started playing the fiddle, although he always called it a violin. So it's really interesting, and it's important to me to keep those stories alive. Really important.
But will anyone in the family keep the music alive? That seems to be the path of Donna's son Troy. Like many young people, he didn't really know how famous Don Messer was.
It's sort of come to light over the last, I'd say 5 or 6 years, when I realized how important he was and how well known he was.
Hey, PIMP-T, you know you drive the ladies crazy.
So, meet PIMP-T, the alter ego of Don Messer's great-grandnephew, Troy.
You make me feel so sexy, come play with me, and don't worry about no money.
Right through his university years, Troy's been dressing up and performing as PIMP-T at college gigs and friends' parties.
PIMP-T is definitely a stage character. I love to get dressed up in some funky clothes. I'm always going out to secondhand clothing stores looking for something that I could use as a costume or something like that. And when I get on stage, I like to dance around and just have fun.
Troy's fun is becoming almost a full-time gig. He's playing more and more almost every weekend. He's just released his first CD called Power as Mindful Peace. He's making professional videos. It seems a music career is in his blood.
Because I was just doing this hip-hop thing as a hobby. It's just what I do to sort of relax and have some fun. But definitely Don it's sort of an inspiration to see how far he went, and especially since he's from my family tree. So it makes me feel kind of special, I guess.
It's certainly not Don Messer's kind of music. But wait, maybe Don's fiddling style will end up in PIMP-T's music in a most modern way.
I really love to be able to get a DJ to sample something that he's done and use it in one of my songs. I would really love that.
We'll never know what Don Messer would think of PIMP-T's music, but we can ask the rest of the family.
And of course the type of music that they're involved in is quite different than what Don Messer was involved in, but it's still a kind of a creative process, I guess, that goes along with liking the sound and the rhythm. He has a CD out and I play it in my van, and it has really grown on me. The beats are there, and when I get out and go to work, it's going through my head.
So the Messer musical legacy, if not exactly the same style, is still alive and well in New Brunswick. Don is saving all the old stories, and Troy's laying down some fresh new beats. Bob Mersereau, CBC News, Fredericton.
Then I got my ladies back because I'm always on the scene.